speaking with Jay in dungeons, in the kitchens, I should say. Caught by Mr. Flinch on the chain gowns, conspiring with your friends after hours, and sent to detention by Dumbledore. Pitts can't complain about more workers working for Pitts. This is mad. The most powerful witch at Hogwarts should be out there defeating Rickpick, but instead I'm in here forced to make sandwiches. Your maid was getting caught by Flinch in the first place, but this time I'm quite peeved not to be in for the same reasons as you. I mean, I like rule breaking and sneaking around more than most anyone here at Hogwarts. Why wasn't I invited to the meeting? I'm sorry, Jay. It was really an unofficial meeting. I invited a few people I thought should go on a mission to the Whomping Willow. It's too bad you left Jay out because he's really smart about sneaking around. And he might have pointed out having 7 students in their train gowns at night will draw attention. The truth is, we are all equal in the Circle of Kahana, and we all want justice for Warren. We are wasting our time. The Willow is our only lead to finding out what R is up to. The truth is, as a master of sneaking around, I might have a few tips. And since Darko's so kindly apologized for leaving me out and appreciates my sneakiness, I'd be happy to talk about what you should do at the Whomping Willow. We do. Let's tell Jay everything and hear what he has to say. Sounds like if we can get in fast, find cover, and be agile at the Whomping Willow, we have the best chance of finding clues there. That's good advice. I'm full of it, but it also sounds like Dumbledore has your back on his radar. Why? Because it gives us an advantage. Dumbledore will assume you're smart enough to lay low for a while. He won't be expecting you to go to the Willow soon, so I think you need to get out there right away. Do that and you're less likely to be caught and more likely to find the next clue. Apology accepted. She's right. You have been really helpful. Brilliant when I want to be. Usually it's just too much work, and I definitely like to avoid work. Because the sooner we do, the sooner we can get to the Willow. Whomping Willow, after all this time, we are finally really getting to see it. I've wanted to come ever since I first heard about it here at Hogwarts. It's also quite deadly. We need to be careful. More than careful, we need to get in and out of there fast as we can. Of all the things we need to remember, which do you think is the most important? We'll only get this chance once, and we don't want to leave any clues behind. If there are any clues about R, they are out there, not back here, so let's go already. I think that this is it, Blackfill. It could be the clue we are looking for, an actual communication meant for the Dark Wizard cable Wakebeck is working with. Untransfigure it. Repair phage. It's a message for sure. Dark wizards and witches, come ye all to Bogan Books. Our mission continues and our plan will not be deterred. Knows we are here, move. I was too close for comfort. I dropped the skull at the Willow. And there was more to the message. We had to go back to see what it says. Duck. Dodge. Another one is coming, jump. Let's go get to cover. You did it, you got the skull. What's the rest of the message say? It says the next meeting of the Dark Wizard Society is set to happen soon. This may be the only chance to find out if this is all and what they are up to. And what will be dangerous, obviously that's never stopped us before. We are going to need a plan to pull this off. Some clever ways to disguise ourselves, and perhaps even a charm. I'll head to Flitwick for help with that next. We are brilliant. So, according to the message you found at the Willow, all could be meeting this week near Borgen Books. I'm going to be there when they do. Surely there are other dark wizards' cables that hang around Nocturne Alley. I just know it's ours, so I have to get as close as I can to find out what they are up to. A Hogwarts student will stick out like a sore thumb. I never understood that expression, a sore thumb bigger than a regular thumb. How are you going to avoid getting caught in Nocturne Alley? I'm excited to start looking into disguises, but first I have a different idea. And also where Flitwick comes in, I'm going to ask him to delve deeper into the history of the concealment charm so I can spy on ours meeting. Here comes Flitwick now. Why, we don't have a class scheduled, so what brings you to the charms classroom? I was hoping we could talk to you about reviewing the concealment charm. I found I'm quite rusty when it comes to the disillusionment charm and could use a brush up. Historical perspective, I quite like the idea, but is that what all of you are interested in doing? I like the idea of making people disappear, so why not? What? Don't you think it would be helpful to review a spell that helps hide people and things in case we need it? I was probably asleep, yeah, true. No charm can fully be mastered without learning more about where it comes from. Pay close attention as you'll be quizzed after. Well, now that you have heard many fun facts about the charm, let's see what you have learned. What was created using the largest concealment charm ever cast in Britain? Sorry, it was, in fact, I should have known that. I rarely get quiz questions right. If you want to make an object or person other than yourself disappear, what should you do? And if you want to beat Wakefic, you're going to need to be smarter. I always appreciate when students want to learn. Now I have some other things to take care of. So now that you know more about the disillusionment charm, are you going to use it on yourself? But I want to make sure I have a backup plan too. If the spell didn't work, I could always disguise myself, and to do that, I need to talk to Tonks and Tulip. And I'm headed to Hogsmeade next. There's something important I need to talk to you about. Then you came to the right place. I heard you two were in Hogsmeade. I hope to find you at Zonkers. With everything that's been happening at school, we realized we need a laugh. Of course you did. The world needs laughter. It's the best part of life. And Zonkers has just the pranks to keep you and your friends rolling on the floor. Good to see some of my favorite Hogwarts pranksters. Are you planning on a jolly full joke anytime soon? I feel like being in Zonkers is bound to inspire me. Let me remind you of some of my favorite practical pranks. It's regarding our next so-called Kahana mission. Don't worry about him while Belton talks jokes and pranks. You can catch us up on the so-called business. It's good to know you have your next lead to find an R. I'll tell you more in a moment because here comes Belton. And we'll keep thinking about new ways to use all of the ones you mentioned and more, delighted to be a practical prankster service. Pointed us at the direction of Bogon and Books. That's where you think R will be meeting. Exactly, and the meeting is coming up soon. I intend to be close enough to learn more about them. I'm considering a disillusionment charm. You'll blend into the surroundings and they shouldn't be able to detect you, but I was hoping to talk to both of you for other possibilities. That's exactly why I came to you. I'm thinking about maybe using a disguise too. I suppose you're right about that. You're smart to consider all kinds of options. If the charm fails, being in disguise means you won't be revealed. My metamorphosis I can look like anyone I want, so I'll go with Darkos to the meeting as backup. What do you think? Thanks, Tonks. I could definitely use someone like you to help. Flattery will get you everywhere, but I already offered, so no reason to butter me up more. And that's what he was trying to do when Rick came after us. I'm going to call in another so-called Kahana member who's smart and sneaking around, and then I need to scout out Bogan and Books before all gets there. We're gonna meet Jay. Yep. Nocturnally, it's never gets old coming here, and as you know, I frequent it regularly. It's still strange to me that you are so taken with the dodginess place in town. It's not the alley itself as much as the capos I've had here that I'm fond of, including capos we have gone on together. You mean like when we got the cloak from the dodgy dock wizard Alistair? Sometimes I can't tell if you're being serious or outright cheeky. Perhaps I just like to keep people guessing. You should know that by now. I'm serious about finding R, and if the black quill we untransfigure at the Willow is any indication, this is the meeting spot. That's why we have to scout out Bojan and Books. I want to be sure we know the best place to spy. I hope so. What would you say to Ekbik if you had the chance? I don't need to talk to Ekbik. I just want to see her brought to justice. I quite like to box her about the ears and then knock her onto the floor myself. I want to help you learn all you can from the upcoming R meeting. I have the cloak, so I'll join you and Tonks on the mission. In the meantime, we should definitely look around to make sure we find the best place to spy. Feels like we definitely have the lay of the land now. I have ideas about where we can hide. And if R shows up, we'll be able to see it and spy. I won't be able to suss us out at all. Thanks for doing this with me. I know you don't exactly love to work, but I'm quite chuffed that you want to help. Some things are worth putting in at least a little effort. Perhaps I'll go ask him how that business with the love potion worked out after all. You never know when you might need the right kind of dodgy on your side. We had to pay him with fireproof socks of a memoir and a love potion. Never know what to expect with that one. The life of a wizard is surely full of surprises, and I'm your next. Mad Moody. Because you're in for a rude kind of surprise next. Uh-oh. Why did you pull me in here? Or is this the rude surprise you mentioned? I brought you in here because it's a dirty dark place where dirty dark wizards tend to mind their own business. Speaking of, how did you find me after all? And you're obviously up to something if you are chilling these parts with your troublemaking friend. You really do know everything. If this was easy enough for me to find you and wonder what you're up to, then the same goes for all. It tells me you're planning something dangerous. But walking around these parts and plotting out in the open isn't smart. So why aren't you behaving like the wise and careful owl I need you to be? I just want to beat Wakepick now so badly. You said it would help to take away some of the pain. I know you have been through a lot these last few months, but no excuse for carelessness. You need to stay focused. You are supposed to be trying to find the location of the Final Coast Vault. Discover that R may be using the Willow to communicate with its secret dark wizard members. And that's more to it, a lot more. The clues we found out the Willow suggested the Dark Wizards meeting is coming up soon, and I intend to be there to spy on it. If it is in fact I have to admit you have got yourself an excellent lead. I'm glad that you are thinking about disguises, using charms and other methods. I have been considering what you have taught me. Said, and the Dark Wizards and witches are mighty powerful. They could break a charm to see right through that cloak, just like I did. Which is why I'm glad I caught you when I did, because if you're planning something so dangerous, you'll need a more advanced strategy. If you really want to know what a group of like ours is hiding, you can't just spy on them from afar, you need to become one of them. Of course, do you think I'm mad? Well, the word is in your name. I'm not suggesting that Dr. Stan should walk right up to them and ask to get in. You need to become one of them. I know exactly how to do that, but I'll need Penny Hayward to pull it off. To brew apologies potion. So you're saying you want to use apologies potion to make yourself look like one of the Dark Wizards after talking to Mad Eye? I really think it's the best way to infiltrate the organization. I'm not sure about this. Brewing a successful apologies potion is complex. I appreciate the compliment, but even for an accomplished student like me, they are notoriously unpredictable. They can last at least as little as 10 minutes, or as long as 12 hours. So if I make one mistake, it could expose you in front of the murderous Dark Wizards. I know it's a lot to ask, but R has cost us all so much, and Wakepick took Warren from us. If we stop them, we'll be safer, which is what Warren would have wanted. I understand your concerns, but I'm willing to talk about them all. I'll do whatever it takes to convince you. Convince me. Brewing a potion may be our best option. Thank you, you won't regret it. So what do we do first? You follow my instructions to the letter. Meet me later at the training grounds. To get the potion started, we are going to need to catch a tiny creature, and it won't be easy. So how do we start the potion? Not so loud. We need to be careful. Remember what happened the last time. But instead we are planning to take down the Dark Wizard organization, but it's important to stop all. So that's why I asked you to help brew the potion. No need to butter me up anymore. And I agree, changing your appearance is the smartest way. Still worries me a little that if we make even a single mistake, you could end up transforming back to yourself in front of a room full of murderous Dark Wizards. I'm a bit worried that if I'm found out, Wakespec might turn her attention to the rest of the circle. I'd never want my friends to be in danger. Don't think it that way. What you're doing is so brave. I respect you for it. And when it comes time to actually brew the potion, we are going to follow the most trusted recipe. We'll do that in time, so then why did you want to meet here? Blades of grass from the training grounds. Don't look down, look up. They are buzzing all about you. No time like the present, right? That's it, we did it. I think we have all the flyers we'll need. And the sooner we get the rest of the ingredients together, the sooner we can start the brew. But there's something you need to know, and I'm afraid you might not be happy about it. It needs a month to brew. Our meeting Bojan and Books is coming up fast. This will be coming close. If the potion wears off before you leave, I'll be staying in a room full of vengeful Dark Wizards. Let's get to the potions classroom. We should be able to find the next ingredients. Alright, I gathered the leeches. Did you find the boomslang skin? I'm still looking, but we'll find it. Because we need every one of the necessary ingredients to brew a proper polyjuice potion. If you want to look like a Dark Wizard when you sneak into Ours meeting, the potion must work perfectly, or else things could turn into quite a mess. What are you doing here? This is the potions classroom, is it not? I am the potions master at the school. The better question is, why are you here? The truth is, I'm collecting ingredients for a potion, and since you're always encouraging me to practice my potion brewing, we didn't think you'd mind us being here, but we are happy to get out of your way now. As one of my most promising pupils, I have encouraged you to visit the classroom as often as you would like. Who is often involved in foolish endeavors? I see you have boomslang skin and leeches, which are key ingredients for a polyjuice potion. It's a brew even the most gifted and educated adult wizards and witches are cautious to attempt. For instance, the potion's flavor varies based on the character of the potion being imitated. That's just the beginning. Let me tell you some of the other unfortunate. We should probably get going. Thanks for all the random information. It's always helpful to learn of the pearls of playing unnecessary magic from time to time. Perhaps it will encourage you to finally behave like a proper Hogwarts student, involving yourself in unnecessary trouble yet again. I don't get it. He seems to know what we are up to, so why did Snape leave us with the ingredients? But we are going to need 2 more things to succeed. First, we need to get our friends' help to distract Snape and Dumbledore from what we are doing. We'll never get to the rest of the ingredients and get this potion brewed properly if they are watching us closely. It's meant to make me look like one of the members. We only know one person who belongs to that dark organization. I need to become Patricia Wakepick. That's insane.